Greetings everyone, my name is Greg. In this video I am going to talk about some liberal behavior that has been happening since Donald Trump became president that has really gone way too far, and the liberals need to dial back their stupid behavior because frankly it is something that I'm finding absolutely disgusting, and it makes me ashamed to be liberal because of the extreme stupidity that is so rampant among liberals right now. It is really, I don't give a rat's ass what your personal feelings are regarding Donald Trump. Personally, I think he's a blowhard. I think he's an idiot. However, he is the president, and there are some things you just don't do. The first thing you don't do, and this directly led into the Kathy Griffin thing. And this was something that people laughed it off when really it shouldn't have been. We first have this stupid statement that was made by Madonna.
Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House. But I know that this won't change anything. We cannot fall into despair.
What she fell into right there, under the legal definition, is terroristic threats. And this is something that can also be applied to Kathy Griffin. Threats against the president. It makes it the U.S. Code 18 U.S.C. 871. It makes it a federal crime or offense for anyone to willfully make a true threat to injure or kill the President of the United States. A person can be found guilty of that offense only if the following facts are proved beyond a reasonable doubt. First, that the person uttered words alleged to have been a threat against the president. I'd say saying about wanting to blow up the White House can be considered a threat to the president. Second, that the person understood and meant the words he used as the threat, as a true threat. And third, that the person uttered the words knowingly and willfully. In all three aspects with Madonna, that applies. A threat is a statement, expression, or intention to kill or injure the president, and a true threat means a serious threat as distinguished from words used as mere political argument, idle or careless talk, or something that was said in a joking manner. The essence of the offense is the knowing and willful making of a true threat. So if it is proved beyond a reasonable doubt that the person knowingly made a true threat against the president, willfully intending that it be understood by others as a serious threat, then the offense is complete. And it is not necessary to prove that the person actually intended to carry out the threat. Let's be clear. All of this makes Madonna guilty of terroristic threats, which it's questionable whether or not it would fall under treason. But it is at least a federal crime. Now, I'm going to show something very briefly that will set up for what I'm going to be going into with this. I want to warn everybody, this is disturbing. This is the picture that Kathy Griffin put forward. And this is what has got her in major shit, as it rightfully should. The thing is, I considered showing a picture of ISIS beheadings. I elected not to, because they're even more disturbing than that. The thing is, what that directly ties into are ISIS beheadings. Now, my question to Kathy Griffin, or anyone that wants to try and defend her actions and defend it as a joke, explain in the comment section what's the punchline. Where is it a joke? What is supposed to be funny about it? Because I can't see anything funny in depicting a beheading. Nothing. Now, this is, like I said, putting aside my personal feelings of Trump. But one of the things that irks the shit out of me regarding Kathy Griffin is this claim. President Trump personally trying to ruin my life forever. No, bitch, you did that yourself. Let's be clear. Nobody. President Trump didn't put that head in your hand. He didn't set up for that stupid stunt that you pulled. People have this idea that you can do any stupid thing you want and then mouth fucking words of, I'm sorry, as if that's supposed to undo what you did. It doesn't. You can't undo what you did by mouthing words. It doesn't matter if the words you're mouthing are I'm sorry or Jesus forgive me or any stupid bullshit. Mouthing words does not undo what you did. It is personally disgusting. Now, before I go off on this, and I'm going to go off on this, I want to show everybody Kathy Griffin's net worth as of 2017, $20 million. Okay? 20 million. Now, the claim President Trump is personally trying to ruin my life forever. Bitch, under the law, your ass should be in federal prison. You want to talk about ruining your fucking life forever? You should be in federal prison. That would really have you crying the fucking blues. The thing is, there is this, where she says, you guys know he's never going to stop. Much like the liberals with their stupid bullshit, even though the Russia connection, there has been no evidence showing a link, but things aren't ending. Even though it's been stated openly that there's no evidence. The investigation continues. To what end? At what point are you people going to say there's no evidence? So things have to come to a halt. Things have to end. The idea that you guys know he's never going to end, never going to stop. The thing is, the same could be said about liberals. The same could be said about the liberal media. You guys know they're never going to stop. So, if it's good for one, why isn't it good for the other? What, do you think, the liberals, do you think you get special treatment? Do you think you can go around and behave in one manner, but then someone else can't treat you in the same manner that you're going around treating others? I find it ironic. But here's Kathy Griffin.
really nervous right now. I've never done a press conference. I don't really know how they work. Feel free to jump in. And when I get nervous, I like make jokes, so I'm probably gonna like stumble and stuff.
She's gonna make some comments and then we'll do questions, okay?
I sort of had a speech prepared,
So
but
let her
like
talk.
my notes are by the wayside. It's all off the cuff. Look, I'm not afraid of Donald Trump. He's a bully. I've dealt with older white guys trying to keep me down my whole life, my whole career. I'm a woman in a very male-dominated field. I love what I do. I love making people laugh more than anything in the world. And I have learned over the years that sometimes when you do stand-up, and I've done it in a war zone, and I've done it at Walter Reed Hospital, and I've done it at Carnegie Hall, sometimes people want, a joke that's out there and a little crazy. So regarding the image that I participated in, that apology absolutely stands. I feel horrible. I have performed in war zones. The idea that this, made people think of this tragedy, to have been touched by this tragedy, is horrifying and it's horrible. Trust me, if I could read the whole thing, I would have had a blow-up doll and no ketchup. I make mistakes. I'm an out there comedian. I'm an in-your-face comedian. But I just wanted to say, if you don't stand up, you get run over. And what's happening to me has never happened, ever, in the history of this great country, which is that a sitting president of the United States and his grown children and the First Lady are I feel personally, trying to ruin my life forever. Forever. You guys know him. He's never going to stop. I know him. Let me talk to like a camera like I'm talking to him. And I might make a couple jokes because I'm super nervous.
The thing is, it wasn't Donald Trump that fired her from CNN. That was CNN. And they fired her rightfully so. The thing is, this whole notion that it was a joke. Kathy Griffin, what is the punchline? What was the punchline of your edgy joke? I like edgy comedians like Jim Jeffries, as well as Louis C.K. And there is, his name escapes me at the moment. The thing is, I like edgy comedians. I like jokes that are more out there. But they have to be a joke. Showing a severed head is not a joke. There's nothing funny about that. It takes a very sick mind to think that that is funny in any way. Because, like I said, what's the joke? I find it disgusting. But one of the things that becomes clear with her different comments is how her focus is all about herself. People like her don't care, really, about what they did. They want to try and shift and justify what they did and turn it on how they're being attacked, what's happening to them is wrong. Because what this shows is if she hadn't lost her job, if she wouldn't have gotten serious backlash from society, she would have been fine with it. Just like she probably took what Madonna said and saw, oh, nothing happened to her, so I guess I should take it a little bit further. How far would it go? At what point would somebody be, okay, it's going too far? What? For those that want to defend this, at what point do you stop and say, this is too much, or this is enough? It almost seems, for those that want to defend this, the only thing that they would want, the only time they would say, okay, we can stop is when Donald Trump is dead. Let's be clear. I don't want it to happen, but it seems, from what I'm hearing and everything I'm seeing from liberals, that that's the end game. that that's what they want. And that, I find that appalling on all levels. I oppose religious jackasses that want to behave like this and act as if this type of mentality in an afterlife is okay. I find it fucking disgusting. And there's no amount of I'm sorry's that can cut it. Truth of the matter is, the comedian that was playing the role of Kramer in Seinfeld, his career pretty much ended when he dropped the N-bomb on stage. Done. Haven't heard anything from him since. Now, there is another celebrity whose career had ended when an N-bomb was released, and that was Hulk Hogan. Now, there is speculation, and it is probable, that he'll return to the WWE and so forth. The thing is, that's way different. That's not even near the level of offensive as depicting a beheading. Yes, I understand it is hurtful. The thing is, it is not depicting somebody be murdered. And there are Americans that have been beheaded by ISIS. Let's be clear. We are talking something that is depicting murder. That is not a joke. That is not something you can just apologize for. That is very fucking serious. But feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And as far as I'm concerned, yeah, not only should her career be over, there's a very good case that could be made that could put her ass in federal prison. That would really have her crying the fucking blues. Not because of being sorry for what she did. Be clear. It would be no different than the drunk driver that kills people because they're a stupid idiot and drove drunk. They're sorry, yeah, maybe they feel some sympathy for what they did, but they're more sorry for themselves. They are more boo-hoo for themselves. And it is something that I find fucking disgusting. Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Later, people.